up, Grand Squad? Hey, friends. Hey, friends. Hey, friends. I know we are live early tonight. Is it tonight? Really, it's like still daytime, but we live early today. Okay, because I saw something. I said I got to call y'all right away as soon as I saw this. And I know I got a lot of stuff to do tonight, and I feel like I'm going to get a chance to call y'all. So I just figured why not go ahead and do it now. And if you're going to watch this on a replay game, just comment and say that I'm on the replay game, friend. Okay? Y'all are not going to believe. Y'all are not going to believe what tea I have for you today on the story time. But really, I did a little poll on the page, right? So if you go to my community tab, you'll see that I did a poll and I asked, would y'all like for me to do current events while we cook up story times? That I'm going to pre-record so it don't be in this format. But if y'all like it in the format, let me know. This is a lot easier. That way I ain't got to edit. I could just show you real time what I'm talking about. Anyway, excuse me. So it seemed like more of you all said, and now my sister really just want to call me back now. Hold on. I'm about to answer because I've been trying to call her all day long, and now I'm live and you call me back. And it's been 47. You all right? I'm hang good. Okay. She all right. So anyway, so guys, I saw something I was like, I got to share. And a lot of y'all said that y'all would be cool with me doing current events until we did the actual story times that we had in place. So, friends, without further ado, let me get into the first story that's really gonna send y'all for a loop. And I'm gonna read this with y'all live. I'm reading it with y'all live, okay? Let me go to my burner page because this is not my Instagram. Even though my Instagram is dry, I ain't got but like 200-300 followers. Y'all, why don't y'all go over there and follow me? Why don't y'all go over there and follow me? Follow me. I mean, y'all following me on TikTok. TikTok sitting like 76,000 strong. I ain't asked y'all for no money yet, y'all. I haven't asked for no money yet. I promise y'all, I've been dry all day long. And as soon as I hit that live button, boom, everybody call me. Everybody that grandmama and their granddaddy. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show y'all something. And I just want y'all to take on this because I know I be talking about aliens, but something going on. Something going on. Crystal Michelle, hey friend, hey. Hey boo. I really feel like something is going on because I know everybody think that we're distracting. We're being distracted right now because something is happening out there and the powers that be don't want you to know. So they're going to throw an alien in your face to distract you. No, friend. What if they really just telling us what's been happening? What was going on back yonder? So the CIA allegedly declassified some documents. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's a disclaimer in the comment section, in the description box, and it say this is alleged. Y'all have to go out there and look for yourself, but I'm just reading what I have found on the internet. So you ain't got to. Okay. So you ain't got to. Let me present really quick. Let me move stuff around. Okay, let me show y'all really quick what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna be like, what? What? I'm gonna show y'all because y'all. Okay. I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to look at this. CIA declassifies documents saying aliens turned 23 Soviet soldiers into stone. Now, folks will be quick to believe this, but won't believe that Lot wife got turned to stone when she turned around and looked at Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm just saying. And then you got all those pillars and salt in that area. I don't know. But the CIA has been declassifying documents for a long time. Once they feel there's no need for security clearance anymore, they'll declassify. The problem is most folks ain't gonna go read it because it looks like this. But I'm gonna read it because I'm nosy and I want to know. I got to find out. Okay. I don't understand how we have so many stories that is similar to this, yet we do not think there's anything to it. We always think it's I can't talk, distraction. Calm down, Mo, calm down. At some point, I feel like we have to make the educated decision to think, hey, maybe it's not a distraction. Maybe it's not a distraction. I hope y'all can see and hear me good. Because I'm getting my internet stuff rewired so that it doesn't look all choppy and like have a bad connection. So if y'all can't hear and see me good or can't see the screen, just put a comment and say it's not that clear. And maybe we'll end the live and I'll just do a pre-recorded video to show y'all this. But let me just read this for y'all. I'm not going to read this entire, I don't know, let's see how good it is first. Because if it's good, baby, I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the fine print and everything. So this, it don't have the date up here. Wait, yes, it does. March 27 of 1993. Child, I was 3 years old. This happened 1993, y'all. And it's so many people out there that talk about being abducted and having experiences where they've seen these grays. Y'all remember that guy that was on YouTube like 2 years ago? I ain't heard nothing from him. They said it was in the backyard and we was trying to dissect the video. I was zooming in on the video too, y'all. I was trying to change the filter settings and everything. That's how nosy I am. It's serious. But I saw this on Charlamagne the God page, right? He says, I wholeheartedly believe this because I want to believe it. Some of these statues be looking real. Let's discuss, okay? This was during the Cold War era. There was a lot of strange things. I don't know why people don't realize that there is declassification for a reason. If we're not telling you, it's because it's something they don't want you to know. Okay, so let's see. The file contains not only many documentary photographs and drawings, but also testimonies by actual participants in the events. One of the CIA representatives referred to this case as a horrific picture of revenge on the part of extraterrestrial creatures, a picture that makes one's blood freeze. Whew. If y'all ain't never been so scared that you just felt the chill come all over your body, you ain't experienced fear before. I ain't talking about no scared to fight, but I don't want to fight people. I ain't talking about that kind of scared. I'm talking about the kind of scared that you hear somebody call your name and ain't nobody in the room. Ain't nobody home but you. And you know you heard it clear as day. That kind of scared. That's the type of scared I'm talking about. Okay. According to the KGB materials, now remember, y'all, this is like Soviet Russia, right? This no longer USSR. It's no longer a country, you know. But so that's what they're talking about the KGB. Y'all. We'll cover that another time. Y'all need to know more about that. According to the KGB materials, was that supposed to say quiet? Okay, where was the proofreaders? Where was audit? Okay, where was QC? Where was quality control? Or maybe that's supposed to say, let me finish reading. Context clues. Let me calm down. A quite low flying spaceship in the shape of a saucer appeared above a military unit that was conducting routine training maneuvers. For unknown reasons, somebody unexpectedly launched a surface to air missile and hit the UFO. Baby, get him. Whoever unexpectedly launched something, how ET do it? Get him. Get this guy. Because I ain't got nothing to do with it. He pulled the trigger, not me. Don't come turn me to stone. Because now, where my soul gonna go? God gonna say I didn't have this in the plans because y'all weren't supposed to be messing with these interdimensional beings or whatever they are. Now you turned to stone and you stuck. You can't even have no funerary services. Okay, calm down. Let me keep reading because now I'm mad because he didn't cause something to happen and it won't everybody fault, yet they all had to suffer. Okay. It fell to earth not far away, and 5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes emerged from it. Now, let's stop right there. Everybody is not saying the same thing for no reason. How many stories is there going to be about humanoid, short, gray beings? Well, this one didn't say gray. They were just short with large heads. I don't know why the head big. Maybe because they smart. Lacerda said that they have to have their conscious to help them fly and operate the technology that they have. So maybe that's why their head's big. It just has morphed over time. Everybody's saying the same thing. These are declassified. This happened in 1993. Okay, everybody ain't lying. Okay, it is stated in the testimonies by the 2 soldiers who remained alive that after freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens came close together and then merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape. Listen, I would not be allowed to tell the story if I saw little gray beings crash down, come off an alien ship, and merge into one single thing. Like, mm-mm. Two. Now I got questions about the 2 people that remain because I can guarantee you they probably no longer among the living, so they can't tell what happened. But you know they like to do that. They like to hush people. The one that got a missile got to go. Absolutely. They merged into one. I would have croaked right then. My soul would have left my body. They wouldn't have been able to turn me to nothing because I would have gave up the ghost. It would have been like, you know how Tom and Jerry when Tomcat That's how I got to remember which one is Tom, which one is Jerry, because I always think that the mouse name was Tom. But when his body leaving, he be like, oh, and he just go up. That would have been me. Because Jesus, where was this? Jesus, you ain't told me what to do right here when we see stuff like this. These must be the principalities. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against evil, wickedness, and high place and principality. What the word say? This must be the unknown forces in the dark. Okay. Okay, let's see. So it says after freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens came close together and then merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape, like a circle. That object began to buzz and hiss sharply. A hiss? Like a snake? Because now you're an alien snake that you can merge and separate like we on the video game. No. Because you got a cheat code and I don't have those same. Okay. And then became brilliant white. In a few seconds, the spheres grew much bigger and exploded by flaring up with an extremely bright light. At that very instant, 23 soldiers who had watched the phenomenon turned into stone poles. Now, why they put these three dots right here? The people been texting like this for a long time. And they put this stuff so close together and tight in together that you're not going to want to read it. You're going to start reading and your eyes going to get crisscrossed and you're going to be like, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to let it go. Why they put these three dots right here to set up the suspense? Okay. Only 2 soldiers who stood in the shade and were less exposed to the luminous explosion survived. So when the light touched you, I feel like I seen a movie like that. Hold on, friends. I got to plug my I didn't plug my charger in. I don't want my computer. I don't want it to go away. Hold on. Okay, we cooking now. All right, friends. So yeah, they were standing in the shade, so they didn't get exposed to the light so much, and they actually survived. I don't even know if y'all can see this. Maybe I need to drop. So now that you got an enemy that can really probably shoot the ones with you, it's menacing and it's scary because you got some competition. We just want to fight people that can't defend themselves. When you got some competition, now it's like this is out of our control. You think? You think if the light was so bright, these things crashed down because somebody shot them out of the sky. They were minding their business. Somebody accidentally shot them out of the sky. There wasn't no accident. I hope he was one of the ones that got turned to stone. I hope he was one of the ones that got turned to stone. And when he got up to the pearly gates and Jesus was standing there getting ready to say welcome and the Lamb Book of Life was there, I hope they looked at him with the staleless face. Like you had one job. One job. And you chose to shoot the UFO out of the sky. And got everybody turned to stone. This was not a part of the plan. How? I don't know. Y'all have to tell me, do y'all think that that's a real thing? Do y'all think this really happened? Now keep in mind now when your wheels is turning and you making a decision whether or not you want to believe this is not the only document talking about short beings with supernatural capabilities. Or this is not the only document talking about UFOs or what they call a UAP now, or flying saucers, or something being shot down out of the sky. And I know a lot of people say this. Why would aliens want to come all the way to Earth just to crash? What if they already here? Hmm? What if they are not evil beings and they are just observing in the type of beings that we are? Well, not me, because not me. I don't do stuff like this. But the type of beings Earthlings are, as they refer to people here in this document, are controlling and evil and territorial. What if that's the case? I don't know, friends. It seems to be a common phenomena that something is always happening where alien gets shot out of the sky and there's some type of secret underground base somewhere that's holding the bodies, allegedly. How many stories do y'all know like this? I guarantee you, if you're watching this video right now, it's probably because you have some sort of belief in extraterrestrial beings, and you want to know what's going on with it. So you know that this isn't the only one. It makes me want to go and look at what other CIA declassified documents is talking about aliens turning people into stones. I want to know. I want to know. And the large heads and the black eyes, like I've seen that so many times in stories. Now, I've never personally seen a large-eyed being with black eyes. I personally never seen it. But I do know a lot of stories, or have heard a lot of stories, real life stories that says it. Them turning into a light and exploding. I don't know if that's like a off switch, like detonation switch, like, okay, our cover's blown now. We can't, be exposed to the people. So we're just going to self-destruct and also take out everything around us. Okay. Don't that sound like Men in Black? We don't want people to be able to tell what they saw. Hmm? Hmm, hmm, hmm. So we're just gonna get rid of them and ourselves too. Who knows? Who really knows? And that kind of leads me into, I feel like it's a good segue to my next current event topic that's going on. Although this isn't really a current event, but at the bottom of this document here, it says approved for release. So it's current now, although it happened back in 1993, back in March of 93. I won't even 3 years. I was two. That makes me think about what the urge is to get off the planet, right? What is the hype around getting off the planet? Hold on, y'all. I didn't even think to really. Hold on. Before I do that, I just want to see what some of the people are saying about these aliens, because I don't know. It's a bit off-putting to me. I feel like a lot of people are going to say that it is a distraction, but let's see, because I haven't read it in the comments. I just saw the stories, so let me go live and call y'all real quick. I don't want y'all to think that I had planned this, because this is all like impromptu, right? Can y'all hear me? Hold on, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. What happened? That's crazy. Okay, let me add it back. Let me add this back and see what happens. Okay, I hope. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Is that neatly 10? I hope I'm saying it right. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll just leave me up because maybe when I drop myself down from the stage, you can't hear me. I hope that's not the case. Um, and let me just check real quick, y'all, to be sure, because I was just going on and on and on. Okay, cool. What happened? Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, so Gayle King is a woman, okay? She is a normal human being. These celebrities are normal humans like you and me, right? We're just normal people. And sometimes you get to see a part of our real personality come out. Like, of course, I have my corporate voice, okay? When we're going to talk about this picture and what we're going to present today. So today we're going to be discussing first pictures of Katy Perry and Lauren Sanchez. Team, I'd like for you guys to review the following. And if you have any issues, please let me know. Okay, cool. That is my corporate voice. But baby, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, she looking unsure, like maybe she made the wrong decision. I almost feel like I would have been thinking, like, are they trying to take us out? Is this something from the Illuminati? Is this from the aluminum people trying to get us all together in one capsule to take us out? I personally wouldn't have went with it, but I do feel like, do y'all think this is them ushering in a new age of commercializing spaceflight? Or like, I don't know, abducting people out there? Because you're gonna tell me, okay, Katy Perry and Gayle King did it. Because I'm like, how y'all pick these group of people to be together? What was this criteria? What was the prerequisite? Okay, to be able to get on this Blue Origin flight, even though blue my favorite color, but I don't know. I would have to look up everything and what this means esoterically, because y'all not gonna get up here and do no witchcraft voodoo spell on me and have me stuck flying in space. And y'all see how them rocket ships be? Y'all see how them rocket ships be going? I don't know why I'm like sensitizing these or censoring myself when I'm not. This is not a monetized channel. We gonna get there this year though, y'all, for real. But them rocket ships don't be making it every time. I need something with 100% chance of making it. If you had one to blow up this year, I'm not going. So all of these women got together. They got into a space shuttle and went to outer space. And I think it was like an 11-minute flight. And that's kind of scary to me, y'all. That's kind of scary to me that space is only 11 minutes up. I guess if you're going 1,000 miles an hour, because that's how fast it was going. Right. Gayle looked spooked. She looked spooked and scared the whole time. I mean, well, the pictures that we saw. Let me show y'all these pictures real quick. So I don't know why we need to see their hind parts here. I guess it's just showing that they were floating. Where did it go? It disappeared. Okay, can't get any closer. We can't see. This is not a good version. This is not a good version. But you see here, Gayle is like, I guess. Hey y'all. I guess so. That's the face it's giving. Everybody else is looking like, oh my God. Gayle is like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. I hope I'm not busting your eardrums out by yelling. And then Katy Perry. They said Katy Perry was gonna sing. I didn't hear no. I kissed the girl and I liked it. Or what's that song she had? E.T. with Kanye. I ain't hear nothing. I heard them screaming, whoa! And I guess it was a good time, right? When you think about it. The first thing I heard them say was like, oh, look at the moon. Y'all, I wish I should have pulled up the video. But I'm pretty sure y'all saw it. I'm sure y'all saw it. I might need to go on YouTube and find the video. But all of that aside, do y'all feel like they're trying to usher in a new age of space travel where it's like a luxury and the rich and famous can pay $10 million and get a ride to the moon and come back? I don't know. A ride to the moon would be insane if they really went, because 230 some thousand miles away, y'all just went, didn't hit no asteroid, didn't need no windshield wipers, just went straight through space, didn't have no headlights, no traffic signal. Y'all just went in the dark, vast, black void of space and just drove straight to the moon. Mind you, you're also being slingshotted from the Earth's gravitational pull towards the moon after you done circled around the Earth 25 times. I don't know how many times they did it. It just seemed real far fetched that they went way over yonder. But I can believe that they went up to the top part, a little bit above where the airplanes go. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been doing the Red Bull commercials where the men jump out of the plane from outer space. That's insane. These must be new souls because, baby, I want to live in a long time. I'm trying to take my last breath in the nursing home with my man, when we're like 99 and we're like, you ready? And he like, yeah, babe, I'm ready. And then we just go and then cross on over. I want the Jesus to be waiting in the nursing home like this after we done played bingo, we done got full off meatloaf, we done had our pudding, pistachio pudding, 99 and a half. I don't want to go jumping out of the plane because I don't know who heart can deal with it. I don't think my heart could have dealt with this. Um But nonetheless, their families was there. Oprah was there. She was crying tears. Oprah was there to support her best friend. She said, that's her girl, her girl, her girl. That's her best friend. And it almost to me made them look human, right? And not so much like these huge celebrities because they actually, showed in that moment that they're friends and Oprah stopped her busy schedule doing whatever she got going on to come watch her friend do some crazy bananas bonkers stuff. Like, no, I don't want to go. When they would have sent me that email, how do you even ask one? Would you send an email? Do the Secret Service come to your house? How do you even know? Like, what if you had skipped over the email and you look to see people went out of space? You like, dang, I just read the email. They invited me, but I didn't go. And to have these people, I don't even know who these other people are. Lauren Sanchez, is she like a housewife? I don't know. Please don't fight me in the comments, y'all, if she is or isn't. She just has the aesthetic like a Beverly Hills housewife. I don't know. I don't know what she does. I just feel like she looks familiar, and then that's what it's giving me. But I don't even know who these other people are. And Katy Perry almost didn't even look like herself. But I did see most of the headlines just said Gayle King and Katy Perry the whole time. I would have been very irritated if I was on that flight and y'all didn't mention my name, baby. I am somebody. I am somebody, and you gonna mention my name today. That's how I would have felt. But they go up and their families are there and it literally takes off. The space shuttle separates from some other part of the combustion kombucha. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I was gonna do that, but I decided to let them have it. And they went up there and they hollered, and the first thing was like, oh my God, look at the pink moon. And they were in free flight or free fall where they didn't have any gravity. They was up there for literally like a minute. And then there was like a 1 minute warning that they were getting ready to come back down. And then they came back down and landed and they were let out. And the whole time Gail's face was like, mm, mm. How, I don't know, how you be at a cookout or at a family member's house, and you see your cousin walk in with a person they said they had broke up with and they were done, and you just seen them cussing each other out on Facebook and fussing each other out, and then you see them walk in together and it's like, okay. That's the face that Gail was giving. Like she thought this was gonna be her last ride, friends. She thought it was gonna be her last ride. It could have been. Yeah, it could have been. They might have been playing with y'all. They made these women get on this flight. The Illumination people made these women get on this flight like, you better do what I said or the flight might not make it. I don't know. When y'all had got up there, you said she looks changed. What do you mean, like work done, or what do you think? Like not the same person? She almost give me a little bit of Mary J. Blige vibes right here. I don't know what it is. Let's see. They glad they didn't hit a curve. Oh, angry much? I don't know. I think it. I don't. Granted, it doesn't do much for us right now in the state of the world, right? But I do think it's going to usher in a new age of we can start these commercial flights. Mm-hmm. Oh, nope, like she's experiencing something strange. Oh, I didn't get that. Let me look. Like, okay, it could be that. I always go when I see stuff like that, friend. I start thinking like, are you meaning like possession? Because I start getting into spiritual things, or just that she just experiencing something different. Yeah. I get people are in an uproar about what's going on in the world, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. we've been in a state of turmoil for so long now. And I'm gonna get ready to get off here because I've been up here for a little while. But we've been in a state of turmoil for so long now that anything exciting is just a relief. Something we could talk about, whether we think it's stupid to do or we think that it was a great innovative idea. It's just like I don't want to live in a day-to-day hogwash of just crying about everything that's wrong, because there's a lot that's wrong and I could do that. But why would I want to do that? It ain't gonna change nothing. Can we just get healthcare instead? Yeah, it would be great if we could. But unfortunately, the world we live in is about commercializing things and capitalization. And if the world is still turning, it don't matter if it's half of it's on fire. Somebody somewhere is going to continue to be building and being innovative, which is what we need. I will say that, because imagine during like World War One, two, you know, any of these wars, Vietnam, whatever. Imagine that the whole world just stopped and focused on that. What would we be? Agreed, right? Where would we be if the whole world stopped and focused on everything that was wrong? Nothing would have continued to grow and elevate and become more technologically advanced and better for us. And granted, some of the technological advances are causing the people to become weaker and wiser, meaning we rely on like chat gpt, we rely on the internet for all of our opinions, and we get all this information from everywhere. We're lazy, we won't even get up, turn TV. If we lose the remote, we might as well buy a new remote or a new TV. Granted, those things have negative impacts on us, but there are technological advances that are good for us, like in medical, you know what I'm saying, in the medical field. Just as it relates to us being able to share information quickly and, meet people that's like us, that have the same issues as we do. Because believe it or not, believe it or not, birds of a feather flock together. And sometimes, and know it sounds harsh when you say misery loves company, but if I'm going through something that's a depressive point in my life, it could be divorce, it could be, your kids acting up, it could be a parent, you losing a parent. When you group together with other people that have that same issue, it makes you feel a lot better. It helps you understand how they got through things. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that the world is still going and these people are going up in outer space, although there are so many things that are wrong, because two things can happen at once. Okay. So yeah, I get it. We're gonna have those. Don't care. Bring back the $1 McChicken now. I like this, but I don't eat McChickens. Cause last time I had McDonald's, child, they were delicious, but my stomach, well, I just can't. I can't eat Wendy's or McDonald's anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm getting older. They're not going nowhere but a green room. Everything is just an act. Now, although I don't believe they went to the moon, I do believe these ladies went up into outer space, but it is not the outer space like Star Trek. It's like that little piece right above where the airplanes fly. Okay, right up in that area. That's why I think they went. It's just low Earth, not even low Earth orbit. I don't get me into science because I'm gonna say the wrong level of the atmosphere, the troposphere, stratosphere. We got any people in here that know about the weather layers, the layers of the Earth, ionosphere, all those different things? But they were there. I think they were there. What they went on a simulation to space, because I don't think they left. Again, y'all, this part of the level of space is not far away. And actually, if you believe that we live in a dome, if you believe we're in a dome and that Earth is flat, just say that. I'm not saying I believe it. If you believe we live in a dome, I don't believe the dome is like a glass or plastic dome, and I don't believe it would stop right above where the planes fly. I believe it'll be so far up that it would be uncomfortable and uninhabitable for people like human beings, which it is. You can't breathe up there without assistance. You need to be somewhere that is pressurized and all of that. So the fact that we're getting up there is almost like the Tower of Babel. You keep figuring out and advancing technology so you can get to a point, but there's a part that you can't go beyond because it is just not habitable. Outer space is not habitable. That's why they call it the vacuum of space. But I do believe if we can fly in an airplane, you can go a few steps above that. You just need special equipment. But I don't think you can go far out to the moon. And even again, if we were in a dome, I believe the moon would be local and underneath that and not outside of it. You get what I'm saying, friends? That's why, yeah, it can influence animals and things like that. We just got to just think a little bit deeper. Can we start spending millions on bull? No, they can't. Because spending millions gets you capital gain, and that's what the world is about. They're not going to do it. I thought I was going to at least have one person So they practicing to leave Earth. What's going on for real? Junebug portfolio. That's what I'm saying. They are trying, especially Ilolo. He been trying real hard to get off the planet. It's something that they trying to prepare for, to make it normal to just get up and leave and just fly. Like it's gonna be like Elysium. Y'all seen that movie? Where you could just go to the little space station and that's where all the wealthy, elite, perfect people lived, and they had health like machines that'll heal your whole body quick, and then people who couldn't afford it, they was all on Earth in the slums. Is that what y'all trying to do? What if one day we found out this was all staged and they never really left Earth? Going into a low Earth orbit where you could have no gravity is not leaving the Earth. Because if that's the case, every time we get in the airplane, we left the Earth. Every time we go above the clouds, we have left Earth. And I mean, literally, we have. When your feet leave the ground, you're really off the Earth. But have we actually been to another physical plane? No. No. Don't think so. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me what y'all think. So I've been on here. How long have I been up here? 40, 43 minutes. Y'all, hold on, wait. Hold up. Because I got this fancy lip gloss on. And I know it ain't giving me the white boosie lip. I know not. And if y'all ain't said nothing, I'm really going to feel some type of way. Hold up. Let me see if it go away. Do it still look kind of white? Friends, what? I think it's just the color that looks like that. Because I don't. Now, see, I'm going to have to get out here because I don't like this. Y'all got me looking like a crazy maniac. Foaming in the corners of my mouth. I don't know. I can't see good. I'm going to get off here so y'all can get some time back to yourself. I'm going to try to post again later on this week for Lacerda part 1 and 2. We're going to do the read and we're going to break it down. That's the reptilian person. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Snapchat. And let's try to get our YouTube page monetized. Okay, friends? I don't care if it's 4 of us in here right now. I don't care if you're on a replay game. I don't care if the video only get 100 views. We can get 10 likes. We can get 20 likes. We're going to speak it into existence because that's what we do over here. And everything that we said we're going to do, we actually did. It don't matter to me what kind of audience we have because it's the friendship that I care about. And that's real talk. Real talk, friends. Well, that's what I got today for the current events. And I really hope I didn't get y'all up in too much of a tizzy. I'm going to call you back later on, friends. Bye.